One date and hardly spoke. Took her out, hardly spoke to me, didn't bother following up, and apparently that's the new norm. Why are you ghosting me? I thought you weren't into me. You're supposed to try a bit. Work harder? Nah, I don't play games. Oh my god, why don't you try acting like a man? Yeah, bye. Haha, really? Stop being immature and just take me out again. Yeah, bye. Oh, you're a piece of crap. Get over yourself. Clown. Can we start again? There's a nice steakhouse I'd like to try. Oh my god, what a way to start the video. Like, yeah, you weren't interested, so I assumed that you weren't interested. But they were meant to try harder even though you're not interested? The top comment says the last message. The audacity. Yeah, come on, there's a new steakhouse that I'd like to try. I think it's gonna be a fun episode. Welcome back everybody, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Nez is with me once again and she's excited for the episode. We're back on the Nice Girl subreddit today and I'm so ready for this. Gonna be horrifying. I didn't even make it past the second message. I'm so close to just giving up on dating altogether. I'm just so done. Her profile was all about how she's an adventurous person and stuff. I'm a competitive swimmer and I'm used to people not knowing about my sport. And I'm always happy to answer questions about it. I've never met people with this type of hostility before when they don't know about a fairly niche sport. Hey, that's so awesome that you're a bodybuilder. I see IFBB as a sponsor at the show in your profile. Do you have your IFBB card? I was a pro, no I don't. Gotcha, are you working towards an IFBB pro card though? Or are you sticking with amateur? Tell me you know nothing about the sport without telling me. Yeah, I don't know much, but I was trying to ask you about an interest of yours. Yeah, oh my, that was so scary. Like, I'm sorry that I even said anything, okay? I'm gonna back away slowly, okay? But yeah, holy hostility. I'm sorry that I messaged you. Yeah, like the top comment says, what's the point of having a dating profile if you're just gonna hate everybody that messages you? Why do people do this? Yeah, that's so wild. Like, I'm so sorry that I took an interest in what you were doing. I'm sorry that I'm curious. In fact, I'm sorry for even existing in your presence. The next one says, does this count? For context, I'm a white male. Do you want to hear a space fact? Hi, smiley face. Hello, smiley face. How are you? Better now with you in my life. How about you? And this is why white women, when they have a chance to date outside their race, they choose African American. This is why Asian men are the least picked on US dating market. Where did that come from? Yeah, this one's definitely going on Reddit. This is why you're 34 and single. I am so shocked. Yeah, like this comment. Hi, hello, how are you? Corny line, how about you? Good. So do you like racism? Yeah, what did we just read? Where the hell did that come from? And when we read the title and OP said for context I'm a white male, I was thinking, how is that relevant to what we're gonna read? But there you go. This comment says, does she not care about space facts? Yeah, what's going on? The top comment says, why the f didn't she want to hear a space fact? That's what pisses me off. Yeah, I'm shocked and appalled. Nez, what did we just read? She doesn't even want to look. She said, no, I'm dreaming of kibble. The comment below that says, yikes. Gave you 5 whole words before she went straight racist. Talk about going off the rails. Yeah, we just started the episode and it's already been so confusing. The next one says, green bubble hate is real. I was talking to this girl for a bit. She made a comment about me having an Android early on, which I took as a joke. Things were going great until she hit me with this. Also, the we can still be friends so I can get a free meal made me laugh. Good morning, I hope you had a great day today. Good morning. I literally don't like texting you, and it's green lol. Lol, do you not like texting me because you're not a texter and more of a caller? Or is it just because of the green bubble? I don't want to text if you don't got an iPhone. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to switch to an iPhone. We can switch back over to Instagram if you prefer. You should get an extra phone to talk to me, because I don't like it. We can just be friends, but I feel like a relationship, I'd want to FaceTime and all that. We can still FaceTime on Instagram, but if that's a deal breaker for you, then I guess it's a deal breaker. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but okay, I'll cancel our Thursday reservation and give you the time back. Okay, we can go as friends, but it's entirely up to you. Haha, thank you, but I have enough friends. I'm not interested in making more if it's gonna be just friends. All because you have an Android. Wow, that's so interesting. Oh my god, you don't have an iPhone? That's a deal breaker. Like, yeah, you've got a preference on what sort of phone you like, but making it this big of a deal is so silly. The first phone that I ever had was an iPhone, so I think I've naturally just sort of had iPhone since. But that'd be like like if somebody wanted to be friends with me and I was like, no, I can't be your friend because you don't have an iPhone and you're texting me on an Android phone. Like, are you joking or what? The top comment says, dropping you for a materialistic phone is a joke, dude. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's so wild, but also really interesting. Like, some people actually care that much. The next one says, lol, this weirdo won't stop messaging me. Block. No, that's mean. Oh, I don't know. Wow, you're so helpful, thanks. I offered a solution, you didn't want it. If men just stop being weirdos, I wouldn't have to deal with it. So shut the f up. All right then. You mean all right then? You say this guy's a weirdo. Usually if people don't want to deal with weirdos, they leave. The way to leave a text conversation is blocking or muting. You don't want to, so that's on you. You're seriously blaming me because some guy's being weird to me? That's not what I said. If you get mauled by a bear in a room with an open door and you stay in the room, whining about the bear rather than at least leaving, that's your fault for not saving yourself. Wow, that's a wild comparison. You're seriously bringing up the bear now? Do you have a bear as a friend or something? Man or bear? What? You're a misogynist, you know that. Acting all clueless. I low-key thought you were kinda cool and sweet, but obviously you're just a dickhead like the rest. And then they do like small PP emojis. I mean, like, OP's definitely right though. Like, you're texting the person, you can block them. I got so thrown off by their bear comparison. Yeah, like this comment says, she says shut the fuck. Yeah, like this comment says, she says shut the f up, and is then triggered by all right then? You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, so rude of them to be like, oh, shut the f up. But then they get annoyed when OP said all right then, and I'm assuming the other person when they said you're seriously bringing up the bear. I'm assuming they're referring to that thing where people were like, would you rather be alone with a man or alone with a bear? But I'm pretty sure that's not what OP was referring to. OP just made a weird random comparison about getting mauled by a bear. Like, by the sounds of it, when they said, lol, this weirdo won't stop messaging me. If men just stop being weirdos, I wouldn't have to deal with it. Like, by the sounds of it, they just wanted, like, to talk about it. And maybe, like, for OP to sympathize a little bit with it. Which, yeah, fine. But then they were rude to OP for no reason. And then did the small PP thing. And then said that OP was a dickhead misogynist. Like the rest. Because maybe, like, the bear comparison was a bad comparison or something. From reading this, it doesn't seem like OP meant anything. They were like, well, yeah, if somebody's being weird, you can block them. And the title says, how dare I make up an analogy? The next one says, well, another one bites the dust. I received this lovely message from a woman that I gave my number to from online dating. Bullet dodged. I'm really glad that she took a dig at my looks as an added insult. I'm 5'11", 210 pounds, and I work out often. Thank you for giving me your number. I was able to use it to find out your information. And I saw that you're divorced. I was oddly attracted to you at first, even though you are heavy. Wow. But I'm not at all attracted to somebody who's been married before. Please lose my number, and just a piece of advice, get off the dating sites because women don't want a divorced fat guy. Wow, yeah, I would not be taking this person's advice. Yeah, the top comment, Jesus Christ. Yeah, what even was that? And the comment below that, this is horrible. Wow. Yeah, and the audacity to be like, oh, here's a piece of advice. Like, hey, I would never in a million years take your advice. How awful. Like, that is so rude. This comment says, so he gave her his number. She uses that number to contact him and insult him, and then tells him to lose her number when she basically is the one messaging him. Lady, you wouldn't have needed to tell him to lose your number if you didn't message him at all. Yeah, they just wanted to be mean. And also, OP got that message at 7:37 a.m. You're telling me that you're being this much of an a-hole to somebody at 7 in the morning? Well, I guess being an a-hole has no time limit, but I feel like the fact that OP's getting this at 7 in the morning makes it even worse, or makes it even more sad, because it's definitely sad. And the audacity to be like, here's a piece of advice. Like, what, you think we're taking the advice from people who are awful to people? I'm sorry this happened, OP. Like the bit where they said women don't want a divorced fat guy. First of all, so mean, and second of all, don't speak for everybody. Yeah, you're not interested, and you're super rude and super awful, but that doesn't mean every woman in the world's not going to be interested in OP. Like, OP's probably a catch, but you know who isn't a catch? Somebody that is this bitter and rude. Oh, that one's aggravating. The next one says, I went on 4 dates with this woman. She went on to say that I should end myself. So nice. I should definitely give her another chance. Something your number because I was going to give it up, but I was able to recover it. I'm sorry that I made a mistake. Please give us one more try. People make mistakes. Wait, wait, hold on. They said, please give us one more try. You know who talks like that? This guy. Please give us one more try, precious. People make mistakes. I'm human. Look at your Facebook messages. I sent you a bunch. I've never had a healthy, good relationship. I'm afraid of everything. I'm still learning how to do this. If you don't have your kids, can we meet at that bar near your house tonight to talk, please? Please, 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 please. Please, I'm so sorry. I'm begging you. Hey, no worries. I've already got a date for Saturday. Also, your ding-dong smells, so clean that for the next woman. And you're fat. Yeah, the top comment, I've never had a healthy, good relationship. I wonder why. And OP said, if you can believe it, this girl is over 50 years old. Like, oh yeah, definitely give them another try. Never. Like, oh, okay, you're not responding for a little while. I better start insulting you. Why are people like this? The next one says, I can't today, with a frowny face. Yeah, I know. I'm going to bed in a bit. Yeah, sorry, I was fixing something with somebody. With who? With my ex. He's telling me when was the last time I had sex. Hello at 5 a.m. Oh no, somebody got jealous again. Oh my god, get out of here. How toxic can you be? Actually, no, I fell asleep. Yeah, because it was 5 in the morning. Yeah, well, good luck with that. That is so unbelievably lame. Like, sad, actually. Yeah, like this comment says, the setup and then the jealous is crazy. Lady, we're barely getting to know each other. I'm not that invested. And the top comment, you can tell that when she said, sorry, I was fixing something with somebody, she was deliberately setting you up to ask who it was so that she could mention her ex. Easy unmatch. Yeah, and then to be like, oh no, somebody got jealous again. So attention seeking. The most immature crap ever. The comment below that says, oh no, somebody got jealous again. F off, like straight f off. This comment says big L on their behalf. How some people can write this crap and not immediately die from cringe is beyond me. Moving on. Yeah, 100%. It is so cringe. Oh no, you're jealous again because I'm with my ex? Like, hey, you set that up. You wanted this to happen. So immature and attention-seeking. Who's got time for this sort of stuff? The next one says, woman loving woman, my charming ex-girlfriend gets scary. I can't stop thinking about what we had. I know I messed everything up, but I'm a different person now. I was lost and I made the worst mistake of my life. Being with him meant nothing compared to what we had. I miss you. I miss us. Please, I'm begging you to give me another chance. You have no idea how sorry I really am. Hey, I appreciate you reaching out. I've moved on though. I hope you find what you're looking for. Moved on? Don't you dare say that to me. You think you can just walk away from me like I'm some kind of mistake? Oh my god, who the hell do you think you are? If I can't have you, no one will. You belong to me. Don't forget, I know everything about you, and I'm not afraid to remind you of that. Wow, this person is unhinged. Yeah, I'm not interested in threats. I hope you find peace, but we're done here. Yeah, what was that? Who do they actually think they are, for real? You belong to me. How dare you think you can just walk away from me? I know everything about you and I'm not afraid to remind you of that. Take a hike. Oh my god. Yeah, like the top comment says, always a pleasure when they provide immediate feedback that you did the right thing. I hope you blocked her after that last response. Yeah, like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what mistake I'd made. Please take me back. And then when they're not interested, don't you dare say that to me. You think you can walk away from me like I'm some kind of mistake? If I can't have you, no one will. You belong to me. Yeah, the comment below that comment. Wow, this is somebody who never learned how to just do the right thing, but instead manipulate people via threats to get their way. Literally went from begging to blackmail in 2 text messages. I'm not getting what I want, so I'm gonna threaten the other person. Yeah, goodbye, there's the door. The next one said she couldn't wait 20 minutes for a text response and crashed out. For context, we were trying to set up a first date and she sent me some restaurants to look at. I'm getting ready to pick up my neighbor's dog now. Let me know what you think. Are we still on? Okay, take care. This is what I'm talking about. Men can't do anything. You can't communicate at all. Weird, immature behavior. I can't be around guys who act like they're in high school. I need a grown-ass man who can handle Bye. I was reading the menus. Wow. Yeah, so the first message was at 3:37 p.m. and the last one was at 4 p.m. After 20 minutes of not having a response, they freak out. Yeah, like this comment says, I was reading the menus. My god, I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Yeah, I was thinking about what I was gonna order. That is so wild. Actually kinda terrifying. The comment above that one says, man, it's genuinely sad how many people think that 20 minutes is too long to put your phone down. I can't imagine having a life that dependent on being online. Yeah, how ridiculous. 20 minutes. Yeah, having that sort of reaction after not getting a response for 20 minutes. Like, would they do that every time that OP took 20 minutes to respond? And also for them to say weird, immature behavior when they were the ones who said all of this because OP took 20 minutes to respond. Where's the self-awareness? The next one says, happy f***ing Valentine's Day. What else do you expect me to do? I didn't f***ing have sex with the dude. I didn't do wrong. Okay. Lasted what, 2 minutes? And I asked him to stop and went to the bathroom texting my friend about how much I miss you and then asked the dude to leave. I didn't have sex with the dude. And then they said lasted what, 2 minutes? Excuse me. But you don't know that because you don't ask, you don't communicate. You just come at me like I'm a horrible person. Oh my God, you cheated and you're blaming the other person. The top comment says, I didn't have sex with him. I just had sex with him and then told him to stop, I swear. Yeah, what a joke. A cheater and a liar. I didn't f***ing have sex with the dude. And then they literally said that they did. But it's the other person's fault because they don't communicate. This comment says, is there a 2-minute rule in sex? Like there's a 5-second rule with food hitting the ground? Yeah, like, oh, it was only 2 minutes, so it doesn't count. What are you talking about? It blows my mind that these people are real. It's the typical cheater who has no idea how to take accountability for their actions. We've read about stuff like this so many different times. It lasted, what, 2 minutes? And I asked him to stop and went to the bathroom and texted my friend about how much I miss you. And then I asked the dude to leave. So they had somebody else over at their place by the sounds of that. And you don't know if any of that's true. So yeah, had some guy over, cheated with them. And then it lasted 2 minutes. And then they asked them to stop and went to the bathroom and texted their friend about how much they miss OP. Like what, they realized that they were cheating and they were doing something awful and they felt guilty? Yeah, like this comment says, I didn't have sex with him. Well, I did, but you would know that if you actually communicated and didn't think I was a horrible person. In which case you'd know about the sex that I didn't have, that I did have. The next one says, it's alright if I don't answer you right away, I'm at work. What do you do for work? I'm a cleaner at McDonald's. I'm being trained to make coffees. Oh, you must have some good stories. Honey, you have the wrong lady. Have a great f***ing life. Bye. I actually do work at McDonald's. That's why reason that you're single. Get a life, loser. Oh my God, what are they even talking about? I gave Nez a little treat, by the way. She's having a little bit of kibble. She is so beautiful. But yeah, where did this even come from? Yeah, like the top comment says, I read her reply about 7 times and I still cannot decipher this. Yeah, that's actually horrifying. And that's all I've got for today, everybody. That was a roller coaster of an episode and I hope you had a great time today. I feel like I need to go lie down. That was actually terrifying. I do have a wholesome meme to show you before you go. Bro, I'm telling you, my bowl might look like it has some food left, but there's basically nothing in it. Nez, it's you. Okay, bye. Like, bro, listen, I know the bowl's full of food, but I'm trying to tell you it's not okay and you definitely need to give me more food. I love cats. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a great time today. The comment of the day goes to Hazel. Nice guys, nice girls, now choosing beggars. Vincey's revisiting the classics and I love it so much. Yeah, it's been so nice to do that. I have definitely been wanting to make videos about like different sort of stuff lately, and it's been so nice to revisit the stuff that we used to read, especially the choosing beggars. That was so fun. But yeah, it's been super fun. I love making videos. And yeah, I'll keep doing more different sort of fun stuff. And I'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!